In today's world, it's not hard to find yourself being recorded. With an explosion, I feel like it's happening right now.
That's
With an
right.
explosion in security cameras and recording devices in virtually every pocket, private moments may not be so private after all. What transpires on those recordings can tell us a lot. In this morning's Reporter's Notebook, we examine the good, the bad, and the ugly of secretly recorded behavior, from parking lots to the West Wing. One test of a person's character is if they do the right thing when they don't think anybody's looking. This week, a grand jury report showed that the Catholic Church of Pennsylvania failed that test. At the White House, staffers were facing that test daily as recordings were released by former top Trump official Omarosa Manigault Newman.
General Kelly came to me and said that you guys wanted me to leave.
No, nobody even told me about it.
And weeks ago, the president's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, released a recording showing candidate Donald Trump talking about hush money payments to an alleged mistress that President Trump had said he knew nothing about.
When it comes time for the financing, which will be...
Listen, what financing?
We'll have to pay you, so...
Don't pay for cash.
No, I got...
Newman says she kept pressing record to defend against her lying colleagues, which meant she was taking a taxpayer's salary to promote the virtues of people she was privately recording because they had no virtue. Although over the last many months, backstabbing private comments by Anthony Scaramucci and Steve Bannon suggest that Newman wasn't the only one playing a double game. Worldly people say all of this private deceit is just what happens in politics. But rather than recline into that cynicism, consider for a moment the case of Sue Johnson. Johnson was the woman who braved the rain and the wind to return a shopping cart to Walmart. Turns out returning a shopping cart can tell us something about your character. According to Scientific American, those of us who return shopping carts do so because we're worried about the people who would have to collect them if we didn't. This empathy is the basic building block of public service. You're not in it just for yourself or for your tribe. Imagine if we could measure for this quaint notion when picking public servants and those who work for them. Can they pass the Sue Johnson test? Instead of achieving excellence in front of reality show cameras, will they do the right thing when they don't think the cameras are rolling?
That is the question. That is such a good question. Do you do the right thing when nobody's watching?
Yeah. Pass the shopping cart test.
Yeah,
that should be a litmus test for all politicians.
I know. How would we construct that, though? It would have to be difficult.
But John, you had a lot of material to work with this week.
Yeah,
you had a lot of material and a lot of different examples.
I don't think it's going to stop.
Yeah, no. Looking forward to next week. Maybe there'll be more tapes that come out. You can dissect.
Feels like that's undoubtedly
Yes.
true.
John, thank you. That was great.